Good evening, everyone. Well, it's evening for me. My name is Jacob. This is my final presentation. The article I chose that best illustrates the importance of good interpersonal communications is from the very first section of this project. The article, written by Sadie Gurman, 2014, titled Police Lack of Dispatch Communication Resulted in Death, is about a dispatcher that failed to communicate the seriousness of a domestic disturbance and the fact that the instigator had access to a gun, was on drugs, and hallucinating. I was talking about killing himself in order to warn him it was at the end of the world. The caller was shot and killed before police arrived because they had not been given this. This is a negative example of interpersonal communication because, according to the article, the dispatcher had information from the call taker that should have been given to the responding officers about the possibility of escalating violence. Police Commander Matt Murray. This is an egregious step backward in communication, and it cost someone their life. Dispatcher mismanaged the crap out of this conflict by passing important information along to the responding officers. I'm sorry, by not passing it along to the responding officers, who understood this as a domestic dispute. Dispatcher should have relayed all of the information she received from the call taker. Instead, waiting 13 minutes after the initial call went out, the victim was dead. While the victim pleaded for help to arrive with the call taker, the call taker entered her notes about the suspect having access to a gun, being on drugs, and telling them that he had retrieved the gun. The dispatcher relayed none of this to the police officers until it was too late. The victim had already been shot and likely dead. I would recommend dispatching the need for police officers at the residence because that was what was needed. However, I recommend this mostly because it was the only thing the dispatcher had done right. I would not recommend waiting 13 minutes after the call initiated to update officers on the seriousness of the situation. I would also not recommend ignoring important notes that should have been passed along. I do not know what this woman was doing during those 13 minutes, but clearly, based on the information in the article, it was not satisfactory for superiors who claim she is facing undisclosed disciplinary action. I would certainly recommend remaining calm and collected while relaying information to the officers en route. I would also recommend more common updates for the police officers, as they could have put a bigger rush on their arrival if they had the necessary information. From my internship, I know that certain events warrant use of sirens and tactical driving, and certain things don't. This would have been one that warranted if they had known the seriousness of the situation, and they probably would have arrived in time. Another thing I would recommend is to ensure that officers hear my updates, because with the sirens going and their focus on the road, they would be hard pressed to hear anything. Thank you. Good night.